What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another daily hack. And today, we're going to continue our conversation about vodcast. Today, we are going to tell a few more stories of some successes that we've seen. I know yesterday we talked a lot about the training aspect that you can do if you already have a podcast, and you can get someone to produce your show, like Ron and I. You can get somebody to do different things and allow you to do your webinar live via your vodcast setup. But what's going on, Ron? How are you doing today? And I'll let you go. You got the first story. I think I know a couple of our clients that you may want to talk about.
Oh my gosh, no, I am excited. We are knocking out these vodcasts and podcasts for people, and it's just fun to watch their growth from when they first start to where they are now. I think it's very exciting.
Yeah, definitely. So, we had one person come to us that he he once did his own podcast for 365 days straight
Right. Right.
on a cool show. I think it was Entrepreneurs on Fire or Morning Fire.
Morning. Yep.
Morning Fire, right? And yeah, just now,
Yeah.
he's all about the podcast.
Yeah. So this is a cool story. So he was on another client of ours vodcast. Loved how it felt, how it flowed, and was like, oh my gosh, I want what you have. How'd you do that? Right. And she goes, don't know, talk to Ron. He goes, oh, I know Ron. And so he connected with us, and we put one together, and it's turned out really, really well. It was the first time we kind of introduced a lot of video to the introductions, and he was kind of the very first one outside of our own that we did it for, kind of branding his own thing. And he's got 3 different brands that we branded all 3. So he can go live and be branded in whatever group he is consistently.
Yeah, absolutely. And so now he does his lives, he does his interviews, and it's all in that branded aspect. And so, but more importantly, what happened from that, Ron, is we built a better relationship. And that's what I love about podcasts, vodcasts, any of this stuff is you get to work and build on that relationship.
Yeah. Yeah. And what's cool, and we've talked about this multiple times, you choose who you work with in this entrepreneurial space. If you're attracting the wrong clientele, it's your messaging, right? So we've talked about this as well, where we were attracting a certain type of clientele. Nothing wrong with that. It just wasn't fun to work in that industry. And we're like, what is happening? Why are we getting all these people in this particular niche? And we had to switch our messaging because that's not where we wanted to play or live. And I think we've kept defining it, and we've gotten better and better and better at finding our ideal people that we want to help get their message out.
Yeah, 100%. All right, so what we've talked a lot about why it's important to have a podcast or really any kind of show. We've talked about why it's important to try to make things as frictionless as possible, so that way you can execute and get your message out. We've talked about some successes we've had and other things you can do, like trainings and webinars and whatnot. But what's a couple other nuggets that we need to share that we haven't yet regarding the podcast and how is cool and important that it can be for your business?
Oh my gosh. Well, it's all about just being consistent with your brand and being on point with your brand, however your brand is for me. Like, that's how I kind of look at the vodcasts, where branding is 1. 2, people like to listen to things, so they'll listen to your podcast, but there's certain people that are highly visual, like myself, that I resonate more with a video. Right. So listening to podcasts, I mean, they're fun and all. However, I will multitask faster with just listening to something than if I'm engaged watching somebody. Right. And I will tell you, there's something to be said being on video for your audience that puts you in a different realm for them in their mind because you are now a famous person on TV, right?
Right. So, what better way to be famous? What better way to have your
Oh,
own
story,
show?
story. Josh 40. I don't know if you saw this. Literally, he goes live all the time, right?
Hmm.
He got in an Uber from DIA or from the airport to his house,
Hmm.
and the guy recognized him from Facebook because he follows him and
No way.
recognized him. Yeah, and and he posted about it because literally he got recognized from doing his lives and doing his podcast live on his show. He got recognized as a famous person.
Yes. So, everyone, if you want to be famous and you don't know where to start, hey,
It's a
VODCASTS is
podcast.
the way to start. And more importantly, though, it's a way to get your message out. It's a way to get your message to your people,
Yeah.
right? It's a way to make it frictionless. Once you get things set up, you can do it yourself. You can outsource it if you don't know how to do it, but it is easy to figure out. And again, if you don't know how to do it, just find the right folks. I know we can help, but there's tons of other people that can, I'm sure, help as well. So this is not necessarily a pitch fest, but I'm just saying, like, if you don't know how to do it, that's okay. There's tons of things that I don't know how to do. And there's tons of things that Ron doesn't know how to do. But luckily, we know how to get help when we need it. So,
Yes.
all right. So, the last thing today, Ron, we've got an actual training that we're going to do
Yes.
here later today.
Yes, we do. And we're going to be training, I don't know, on podcasts.
Yeah, we're gonna get into the details,
Mhm.
get some of the behind the scenes, and yeah, it's only going to be a 30-minute training, so
Yeah,
nothing too crazy.
super
We're
quick.
going to do it right in our Facebook group. So for those of you that hear this on the podcast when it goes live, on Monday, no, the Tuesday of next week, right? We'll have already completed the training. So you're going to hear this and be like, what the heck? I missed the training. But don't you worry, because all you got to do is go to the Facebook group, and that is facebook.com/groups/profits with, and you'll be able to find that replay.
Yep, absolutely. So, guys, stay tuned. Join us again, and we will see you later on this afternoon. Bye, guys.